Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
And off we go. So today I thought I'd briefly talk about quotes and how important quotes are. I have a whole shelf in this room of nothing but books of quotes. Proverbs, quotes taken from different things, serious, humorous, all kinds of quotes. Because a good quote can really help capture a meaning well. It's at times the least amount of words to convey the most amount of meaning. That's probably what people say about poetry. That's what I often really think about quotes. A good quote can carry a lot more weight to it than a long, lengthy written thing. Because we all know this now. I just learned some internet shorthand, and maybe I'm sharing it with you. I think it's called TLDR. Too long, didn't read. Didn't know what that meant. Saw it recently in shorthand somewhere and wondered what it was, and it exactly encapsulates what how a lot of people react to things. They see something, they're like, that's too long, I'm not going to read it. So a quote, boom, usually one little sentence or two at max, and you got a lot of meaning in there to unpack. Like probably my favorite quote that has been on my office door since 2004 is, "No day is wasted on which you laugh." That is such a powerful quote. Took me a long time to find out who was the origin of it, and the origin is French. I can't remember the guy's name now. I'd have to go look it up. French aristocrat came up with it a few centuries ago. Not exactly word for word, but the gist of it. And it is so important. No day is wasted on which you laugh. You should try to cultivate a sense of humor. You should see what is good in life. Again, this goes back to gratitude and attitude, those two previous talks, that we really want to look at. Life is kind of humorous, let's just be honest. And one, we want to take what we do seriously. We do not want to take ourselves overly seriously. That is a big mistake today. You see contaminating so many conversations. People who take themselves with the utmost seriousness. So much so that they have no sense of humor about anything. The only emotion you see them capable of is anger. They have certitude in their rightness, and they have anger when you fail to recognize it. And those people are never going to be happy in life. The only satisfaction they will get is imposing what they believe on other people. And you're going to find out people don't sign up for that for long. Only the government has the power to compel people in such a way, and you can still be defined. Risk jail, risk whatever the government might impose upon you, depending on who's at the helm. But having a sense of humor, taking things lightly, being able to laugh at yourself, being able even to laugh at things that you hold dear is very important. Now, people can be vicious, mean, cruel, petty, and if they are, use humor to hit them back. Few things are more effective than taking somebody who's bulldogging you in a conversation and using humor to turn the conversation over on end. I don't want to say make personal attacks. That should be the last resort after you've been attacked repeatedly. But use humor to point out what is illogical about their claim, what is overly emotional, what is too extreme. Use humor to point out how their particular point of view is very one-sided or too fixated on something. Humor has the power to do that. Humor has the power to make us really look at things in a new light. And so no day is wasted on which you laugh. I hope more of us would believe that and cultivate it. You know, after being thankful and after really trying to put a real leash on your attitude, the next thing you should really be doing is, there's a lot to love in life and enjoy and laugh about. And taking yourself too seriously makes a train wreck of most people's lives. Take what you do seriously, don't take yourself too seriously. That would be Father Tom's advice. So find something funny, be aware of other people, and
Today we
enjoy
salute
it.
you, Mr.
Enough.
Pet Toy
Goodbye.
Designer.
Mr. Pet Toy Designer.
Nothing keeps Puppy from chewing our $100 shoes like $400 worth of little squeaky rubber shoes.
Squeakity squeak now.
The ham chop, the dog phone, the kooky cucumber, all incredibly lifelike when viewed by an unintelligent colorblind animal.
I'm nobody's fool.
There's not a toy you make that dogs don't love. But then again, they also eat their own poop.
Eat their own poop.
So crack open an ice cold Bud Light, oh champion of the chew toy. After all, isn't it time someone threw you a bone?
Mr. Pet Toy Designer.
Bud Light Beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri.